In this video, I'll be talking about Agent Value Summary, a tool available within Microsoft Copilot Studio Kit. Now, Microsoft Copilot Studio Kit basically is a model-driven application which basically aids in the development of building agents using Microsoft Copilot Studio. Now, there are many small tools or utilities within Copilot Studio Kit, but today I'm going to talk about Agent Value Summary. Now, Agent Value Summary, what it does is it classifies the agent in Microsoft Copilot Studio by the type, behavior, and value. It helps organization align them with strategy and measure their impact. Basically, it shows you the output in a visual format in something called as an agent value dashboard. Now, the agent value summary, what it does is any agent you build using Microsoft Copilot Studio for your entire tenant, be it in environment 1, 2, or 3, it will scan all the agent and then it will try to distinguish based on some category that this agent belongs to this type, this agent has this behavior, and this agent has these sort of values. Now, if you see over here in the dashboard, this is agent value summary dashboard. So it basically gives you the detailed overview of the strategic impact Copilot Studio agents are delivering for your organization. Now, these dashboards are created based on the inputs provided by the users, partners. Now, this dashboard basically shows you the number of agents. So in my tenant, there were like around 56 agents, and it has successfully classified agents with a value classification of 31. So it says 55% of the agents have classified value benefit. So it scans the agent and then it assigns that parameter. Now, untapped potential, so there are 45% which is remaining. So number of agents without value benefit are 45%. So you can go ahead and check what these agents are. Are these test agents? Are these agents not being adding any value to your organization? Similarly, there are 35% of the agent which are top value delivered. So the most popular value benefit is improved accuracy. Now, the value spread. If you see over here in this particular chart, you have a legend over here. So the legend with the green color, it says smarter recommendation, increased productivity, improved accuracy, time saved, faster decision, higher customer satisfaction, and better access to knowledge. So the value spread. So these are the value you get when you build an agent using Microsoft Copilot Studio. So basically, the agent provides timely information to the user. It saves the time for the organization. It provides faster decision. It involves in better access to the knowledge. Customer satisfaction is always at a higher side. So these are the basic values. So common value benefit, as you see over here, it says 11 agents are delivering improved accuracy. So this one, improved accuracy, unlocking efficiency and empowering progress. Now this graph will be different for your organization depending on how many agents you have. Now, only one agents are delivering better access to knowledge and opportunity for growth. So here it is suggesting that okay, one agent is providing better access to knowledge, so maybe you can increase this or bump this number by creating an agent which provides that knowledge. Now, value benefit of environment. So as you see over here, it will list down how many agents you have, how many and what are the different environments and what kind of popular value benefits you are getting. And then based on this calculation, it will generate this particular graph. Now, agent types and agent behavior. So basically there are two sort of categories. So agent types and agent behavior. Now, if you look into the agent types, there are different types of agent. Now, I'm going to go in depth when I show you the demo. But overall, there's an assistant agent. The agent will provides assistance, advisor agent, collaborator, planner, executor. Now, it describes the role or identity of an agent. So, in my tenant, there are around 17 assistant agent and 9 advisors. That's what the tool has classified. Similarly, for an agent behavior, behavior describes how an agent interacts, whether it senses, recommends, executes, or collaborate, and understanding them helps align the agent's function with its value. Now, agent, how it behaves. So there are some agent which senses the based on some events. Okay, Then there are some agent which provides a decision. There are some agents which directly acts on a request, or maybe it generates a request on its own depending on some scenario, or an agent will just respond. So this is how your agents are classified. Now based on this classification, you have the most common behavior is to act. So if you see over here, so 14% of the agent is like it's all about acting. The most popular type of agent is, so as you see over here, this is that agent type. Now here I have assistant agent. So assistant agent is the one which is of the most popular type. And you can also see a line chart which shows you the agent classification over time. Now these are the different agent types. So what are the different agent types? So agent type describes the role or identity of an agent. So what is designed to do in your organization? As I explained to you earlier, assistant agent. So assistant agent basically helps a person completes a task or make a decision. So it assists the user. Example would be a conversational agent helps log IT tickets. Collaborator, now it works with people or system to get things done. So it works alongside the user. So an agent that collects information from a user, and then based on some conversation, it then escalates it to a manager. So basically there is a collaboration involved between multiple people. Orchestrator coordinates a series of steps across the system or team. So, for example, if one good example would be an onboarding process. So, an agent manages the onboarding process for a new employee across department. So, there will be a set of actions which an agent will perform when onboarding a user. So, example would be to sending out a welcome email, then creating a meeting invite for the training, and then maybe third is ordering a laptop. So that's form of orchestrator. Advisor, so it gives insights, guidance, or recommendations. For example, the agent suggests the next best actions based on the data. So take for example, if there is a sales record. So if you are creating some sort of an opportunity for a specific customer, and then based on the next step, the system will suggest that, how, based on this request, I can see that for say agent, or say for example organization contour, so you need to provide a set of code, or maybe provide a code but provide with say 15% discount based on the previous history or records. Then we have performer. So performer takes direct action and completes the task. So this agent will sense out some information. So basically, if there are some background process happening in the backend, it will sense, and now it will take that direct action and complete the task. Now, the decision point would be either on a scheduling basis, like say it can be for a specific date, specific time, or specific period of time, or it can be on basis of some event happening within the backend. Retriever basically retrieves and finds the information on request. So agent that answers FAQ using knowledge based content. So these are the different, like six different types of classification that the PowerCat team has identified. There can be other as well. So you have an option to provide feedback to the PowerCat team. Now, what is agent behavior? Now, agent behavior describes how the agent operates, or the action it takes, the decision it makes, and how it interacts with people, data, or system. So, first one is about sensing. So, this agent continuously monitor input, activity, or system data to detect patterns. So, it senses if there are any signals for input, activity, or system data, and then detects the pattern. Decide is this agent develops a structured approach to achieve an outcome. So the one which we saw is when creating a generative pages. So agent designs or develops a structured approach and say, oh, for this particular page creation process, I will perform all these steps. So this is the requirement, this is the action, this is the creation of the code. So that's about decide. Reflect, the agent evaluates the outcomes, learns from the past interaction or data, and recommends improvement. So this is all about the next best action. So as I mentioned to you, from a sales record perspective, if you are pursuing a specific lead, then based on what has happened with that specific account, and what are the history of patterns of purchase and how it succeeded, the agent will evaluate those particular outcomes, and then it will recommend the improvement. Now respond, the agent replies to user prompts, questions or interactions with helpful information, typically basically in real time. Act, this agent carries out tasks or actions directly, often in response to a condition or user request. So it can be a schedule, it can be a direct event, it can be just a direct response to a condition. Collaborate, this agent supports coordination and communication across people, teams, or systems. So it's about, if you're dealing with, say, customer service agent, and the customer service agent is not able to provide information, then that can be passed on to the supervisor. So the context is given to the supervisor or escalated to a manager, and thereby the manager, supervisor, the customer service officer, all these people collaborate for a specific request. So let's look into the demo. So I have installed Copilot Studio Kit. So as you see over here, this is the Copilot Studio Kit over here. And if I navigate to the Copilot Studio, so I'll show you there are a lot of agents which I have created in Microsoft Copilot Studio, and all the agents are scattered across in different environments. So this is a Girish dev environment. If I navigate to agents, I can see a whole bunch of agents which have been created. Now, what Copilot Studio Kit agent value summary dashboard does is basically it will first look into all these particular agents which are present, and it will start assigning points basically to based on the value it provides based on the type of the agent. So if you see over here, this is one of the uh, tool within the toolkit. So it is agent value summary. So agent value summary will scan the agent. So there are around 56 agents with value classification is 31, and it will give you all the uh, donut chart based information about the value classification, untapped potential, and top value delivered. Now these all things we have seen in the slide: the value spread, value benefit by environment. And if you scroll down, you will see all these particular agents which are found within the environment and what kind of value it provides, like improved accuracy, faster decisions, smarter recommendations. And if you scroll down, excuse me, you'll see an agent type, agent behavior, agent classification over time, and all this information. Now, you can provide your recommendation to the PowerCat team just by clicking on feedback over here. So if you click on feedback, and if you want to add some value to this page, or maybe if you think that agent types can be classified into one more type, or I can add one more agent behavior, or maybe the way the value is calculated, maybe you can provide that feedback. So if you click on feedback over here, it will take you to this form, and then in this form you can specify your input. So you can define how you define the value of agent in your organization. On a scale of 1 to 5, how do you rate the overall usefulness of the value summary dashboard? And there are other questions over here. Now if you see over here, agent behavior, now there's more. So if you click on learn more, you can see different agents like agent behavior types. So sense, decide, act, reflect, collaborate, and respond. So sense, now if you see sense over here, now there is an example. So Eneco, so this is an organization, basically they have created an agent. So it says, it example, it monitors the stock level across retail locations and raises alerts when restocking is required. So basically it is sensing whether when the stock goes down or it reaches some reorder level, then it will start triggering the process. So the common agent type is of type orchestrator and retriever. So just by clicking over here, you will see different organizations example. So decide, agent reviews data and regulatory rules to guide decisions in clinical trial reporting, delivering recommendation based on complex input. Now here, example is design a phased onboarding plan for new hires. So this is all about advisor and orchestrator agent type. Go to act. Here it processes a refund and notifies customer service task autonomously. So it is kind of type of performer and assistant. For reflect, example for entity data is recommends adjustments to delivery schedules based on historical delays and traffic patterns. So it is kind of an orchestrator and advisor. Collaborate facilitates multi-department approvals for a supplier contract by notifying stakeholders and capturing input. So example would be collaborator agent types assistant, orchestrator, and respond for say T-Mobile is answer customer FAQs about returns policy and offers a link to initiate a return. So this is kind of a simple assistant type of agent. Now, if you want to read more about this, you can anyhow click on read the story, and then that will take you to the Microsoft.com customer story page, and you can read the story in more detail so that you get an idea about how Copilot is being used across the world for different segments or different industry. Okay, so it's got a nice document. It will also show you how they are using it. There are some sample videos, and then how all the different technologies merge to build that solution. So Power Apps, Copilot Studio, and it will also show you the architecture as well. So it's a have a look into this. This gives you a lot of information about the agent behavior types. Click on return to dashboard, and then you will be going back into the agent value summary screen over here. Now if I go to agent type, now I'm going to agent type. Here you will see assistant. So example would be agent type assistant. So see how Winwire built an assistant agent to help healthcare workers summarize and document clinical insight more efficiently. So this is an example of health industry about summarizing the clinical documents. Collaborator, this is an example from Microsoft itself. So see how Microsoft uses a collaborator agent to help employee access HR, IT, and finance service in one place. So that's an internal Microsoft application. Advisor, see how Estee Lauder uses an advisor agent to empower employees with guided support and insights. Orchestrator, uh, agent to streamline new hire onboarding across teams. Retriever uses a retriever agent to answer internal questions using trusted enterprise. And performer, see how Etihad uses a performer agent to automate flight crew operations and reduce manual workload. Again, these are real life example, real life use cases, how the organization are using. If you want to know more, click on read the story, and then it will show you how specific organization use Copilot Studio and what they are using it for, how they are using it. It has given a nice bit of documentation, and you can also view the video as well. So that's it, folks. In summary, one of the app toolkit, one of the tool within Copilot Studio Kit is Agent Value Summary. Agent Value Summary provides a detailed overview of the strategic impact Copilot Studio agents are delivering for your organization, and you get a nice dashboard kind of an interface giving summary of whatever agent you have available within your tenant. Thanks for watching.